January began on such a high note for me. I was working. I had a really good contract, with the Ministry of Health, the national government, for a hospital I liked. Still tiresome, sleepless nights. And yet, I kept going. January.
Well, January. Dreams of getting a car by the end of the year. Dreams of getting a good job, a well-paying job. Well, technically, I spent the whole of January planning for the whole of 2025. February. February, the month of love. Yet I was loveless.
February, my birth month. A bit too flat. Little action, a lot of flowers and no words. Still, I tried. I survived. I thrived. In fact, I liked it. I liked the loneliness. I could read. I could write. Hey, yo. And that had to be enough. In March, writing without permission, without consent. You have to leave. You have to keep going because life doesn't keep waiting for you. It keeps going whether you like it or you don't. March kept marching on and
well, I marched into March hoping for the best. I was loveless, but that didn't stop me from going for my goals. Well, March made me realize how much it took to actually actualize your dreams. March, I started a company. April, hell did I fool myself in March.
Oh, foolish month, April you are. April was something. Turbulent torrents, but I still looked for worship. I still tried to keep praising, doubting or happy, whatever it was that was going on. I kept going because April couldn't wait for me. I had to catch up with April, and May was here already. I may just become what I want. I may just get to practice mental health nursing. I might, but still, May left.
Well, I thought May might be better, but that was just a thought. May is when I realized the year is moving and faster than I wanted it to. I thought I might, I may, I will. I promised myself to. Maybe get my life together. Maybe get out of bed. And in the month of May, I think is when we had the WRC. And I attended. That was me getting out of my comfort zone. However, May just ended as it was May. Unfulfilled dreams, untold stories, and unticked to-do lists. June. Oof, it was so cold. But not as cold as my life was. Not as cold as my dreams had become. Not as cold as my life was in general. However, we moved on.
June just froze me, An extra duvet but still cold feet through the night. A lot of food but no appetite. Still, I froze. I really looked forward to July. Still no sun, and July was there staring at me like, do you know your contract ends next month? What's the plan? What are you looking forward to doing anyway, July? What about yours?
Well, July was just a month on the calendar, days on the calendar that I can't really account for. I wouldn't say anything nice happened. I wouldn't say anything bad happened. Not my dreams that were dead that awoke. However, it was the month I might have started being serious with my life. How was it?
My next month was August, just like yours. The calendars look alike, but lives don't. So when August came and on 12th, I was told, your services were good, darling. Now it's time for you to have wings and fly. And finally, I got a license for a job I had studied for over 7 years. Still, August was not kind to me, but I smiled. I smiled on. I had no control over August. August is a month and I'm just a little girl. living in an August?
Well, August again was a month of love. 1st August, oof, lonely as hell. However, on 4th August, I became someone's cutie patootie, you know? Finally, 4th August marks an anniversary for me. But that was just August. Since then, everything has been dreamy. Honestly, I could say it's been fun. But what about the next month? September. Your girl is still jobless. I mean, you have to pay them bills. You have to pay them rent. There's food, school at some point. But that was just September for me. Just a month, another month to struggle and wallow in my thoughts of how do I do this? How do I become a millionaire in my 20s?
September was just a month that was fun. The only thing I looked forward to was coffee and poetry. I had no job. I could sleep just the entire day and the whole night stay awake thinking. October. A new place to live, some changes. I met a friend in October, which was amazing for me. How was your October though?
Well, October is the month I got to meet you, and that's changed a lot for me. October also marks the last year that I graduated. It was literally an anniversary for when you graduated. So that means I literally just hit a year. Am I where I thought I wanted to be, you know? Finish school at 23 or 22, get a job by 23, start living life at 25. You know, where was I? It was a month of me wallowing. November. Well, November is my birthday month, technically. And so I celebrated from the first day of November to that day that it was my birthday. I didn't just wallow in my pain or wallow in my unfinished or unlived dreams. I remembered all the things that I got to do. I remembered all the happy moments. November changed me. November made me someone who has unshakable faith. And that was just November. And today marks almost the end of November. How was your November?
My November started on a high note. The Bruce event, I got to narrate a story from my head for like a few seconds, but I loved it. I really loved it. That was a high note. And the party. And a full jug of water. That was also fine. November was a fine month for me. So fine that my friends thought it's a high time we make money from this girl. In November, I got washed. See? I look clean, like I just met the blood of Christ somewhere in the highway. Still, that was my friend. That was November for me. But for December, I'm walking into December with lessons. Lessons that I'm the kind of girl who falls and shouts, finally, and then relaxes to absorb the pain after I have shouted finally. I'm going into December with hope because I'm still here. See? I am clean, but I'm still here somehow. December. How December will be.
Well, I'm walking into December with a heart of gratitude. I'm walking into December knowing that I survived. I sufficed. Well, I'm having my 12th period, I mean. I sufficed in December. I will suffice in December. And as we go into the holidays, we want to wish you a good holiday.